Today we're doing sleepwalking exercise. Alright, sleepwalking exercise will be conducted by me. Any other thing that is specific is by her.
Hi, I'm Jayaseelan and I'm a movement artist. I'm trained formally in Bharatanatyam and yoga, but I'm more keen on doing it untraditionally and a bit more somatically and experientially. And I am a brown woman who is feeling very oppressed, so I'm very keen on being in a space full of cones and being able to do whatever I want.
We want our elbows lifted, shoulders down, lift your chest and look up at the hand as you go all the way up and down and back up. Yeah, lift the elbow. And once we're here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You're going to pull that elbow, pull that shoulder blade in and push it out. When you pull it in, you show your palm to the front and push it back up. And we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And let's use our eyes and go left, 2, 3, right, 2, 3. So the neck moves but very little, it's mostly the eyes. So we'll go left, 2, 3, right, 2, 3. And now left hand in and out, 2, 3, out, 2, 3.
Pay attention to the teacher.
Yeah, so we go to standing.
You see from the front
right? So
or the
same
side.
thing. Just when we stand, remember, we're going to start again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Shoulder, 2, 3, shoulder, 2, 3. Left, 2, 3. Keep your eyes there. Right, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Now one more time. 1, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. Yeah, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, right, 2, 3, left, eyes, right, eyes, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Now jump, and 2, and 3, and 4. And jump back, center, 2, 3, 4. So the jump, we pull it back in, and then push it back out.
Line them up. Line them up. Move and spin and move and spin and move and spin.
Don't step out of line. Don't color out of line.
For you, good rules. Rules, good. Good rules. Rule you. You rule. Good. You rule good.
Follow the line.
Yeah, it was quite intense at certain points with the cones. It was really bright and really jarring to be in it. And my movement, for some sense, the Bharatanatyam felt like I was the cone as well, which didn't feel very good. So only at the moment where we were doing it, I felt like I was the cone and I felt like I was a bright orange thing standing there and doing it, and I did. But besides that, the natural movement was definitely not Bharatanatyam, but it could be also because the movement is very colonized on its own. Its descent is also like, and its evolution is, as most dance forms or art forms, it has evolved a lot and gone through a lot of prejudice and many other issues. And also the form of how rigid it is, and the rigidity comes from the colonized way of the art form, as opposed to how it was done originally, as or so we know. And that felt very felt like it felt shitty. Like it felt like shitty to be doing it, because it felt like you're I was on display like the cones for some purpose, and there's an agenda. But a lot of the moments when I did not do the Bharatanatyam movements or anything that was too structured, I sure felt freeing, in fact, because I felt like the powers kept moving, like the power structure kept shifting, which was interesting because then you don't just get to be the powerless, but you get to be the powerful as well.
Was there anything that caught you by surprise?
I guess a lot of the sound, the trigger from the sound in general, like all the sounds, including the outside. I couldn't tell what was inside and outside anymore. Also because we started, there were so many like funky noises from upstairs and outside. So I don't know the space well enough to know what's here and what's not. And everyone is also doing a lot of things that are like, even when we're moving and we're not with an instrument, we are still making quite a bit of sound. And so it was all very close, depends on where you are. So that for me was like the most provoking thing, maybe I would say. All the sounds, the breath, the instruments, the voices, and also when someone is close to you, and the little, just the little sounds that come, all that, like
The breath.
it's getting your saliva, so swallowing your saliva, that little sound, it became much bigger or smaller. That was quite shocking every time. I was like, oh no, wow, really, again, like a lot to grab onto. I was hoping that instrument would become something for myself also after that, but then it just started being a thing to pass, like a power, like a staff. Okay, you next.
That's exactly what I meant for it to be.
So in the end, it was like pass it on, and don't know whether at first I felt like that was a precious thing, like a good thing, but after you left and then it was ours, it felt like it could be a not very good thing, like a burden almost, more than a power.
Last words about like today's experience, a group of people, any comments to the cone or to any other people that that may be watching.
It was super fun. It was a lot less oppressive than I thought it would be. Like when I came to the space, I told you guys like the general energy of our world and life sure feels like there's a lot of oppression and a lot of, we have to fit in these boxes. So I was quite sure I was going to react a lot. But I think the emotions were a lot more dynamic than I thought, because once I came and I saw the cones, I was like, oh man, this is gonna be like, that one that is in my face and really hard to deal with. But I felt like because of you guys and the dynamics were different, what the cones meant to you guys was clearly different from just someone walking to a space and looking at the cone. So I think that for me was the biggest change. Like right at the beginning, it was quite clear that the cones were not what it was to me, as it wasn't that for you guys. Not that you guys have your own one way, which I'm sure there is, but it sure felt like it meant many different things. and so I think that led me into also softening a little and not being super like, okay, let me fight this, and being a bit more like, let's see what there is, because it felt safer. I guess if I was doing the improv alone, it would definitely not be the same. Of course it won't, but the emotions I think softened a lot, and there was quite some tenderness even without trying. I enjoyed that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you guys.